Hi, everybody. How are you today?
What's up, everybody?
Perry, let me know if you hear an echo. Okay.
Okay, I don't.
Okay. Okay, good. All right. So let's pay the bills first, and then we'll get into what we're talking about today. You guys know we're in partnership with Ilya Wines and Lagers. Did I say that right, Perry? Lagers beer.
Lockers, yeah, this right here.
And this is a black owned company. I love the wine. You guys know I end my day every night with some wine, and you guys really should check it out. Let me put the promo code, which I should have did it earlier, up here. All you have to do is scan this promo code. You guys really should try it out. Scan the promo code, and then when you check out, you could use the promo code World 10. So you could either go to the website to get it, and I'll leave that link in the description, or you can scan the barcode up here. Let's give it a try, you guys. You know, we all love to support our African American businesses. And we've been talking about this for a couple of days now, or a couple of weeks. It's
Mhm.
really, really good, but give it a try. Just give it a try and bring it with you when we guys do our members only, probably this weekend at Saturday night. Okay. So there you go, because it'll be on and popping.
Okay, it will be.
Okay, so I wanted to say a couple things before I get into my stories today. Um, some people are very upset with me. They say I don't support Black women, and I'm supposed to believe Black women at all times. And I just wanted to remind you, I'm not going to do that. I look at life different. I look at things on a case by case basis. And if I think, and I tell you what I think, period. I don't sugar coated. I allow you to say what you want to say. And some people are very upset with that. Like, you're a Black woman. Believe the Black woman at all times.
Uh-huh.
I just can't. If I feel this woman is full of shit, I'm going to say it. If I say, if I don't like this or that, I'm going to say it. And I don't do teams. I keep telling you this. Thank you, Reva, for signing up for the members only. I'm Team Sharrell. I'm Team God. I'm Team Common Sense. I just don't go into things blindly. Thank you for joining the membership, Black Panthers. Got it. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. You're a long time subscriber. I remember your name. Thank you so much.
Yep.
I think it's just dumb to be teams, and people don't understand that. They think I'm going against my own race if I say something negative about my own race. But that's just how it is. You might not understand it. I hear that the younger generation, they don't do that. Their motto is believe Black women at all times. I'll believe you if the story makes sense to me. But if it doesn't make sense, I'm going to say it. So a lot of you don't understand that. But I'm warning you up front. That's how I am. If it doesn't make sense, it doesn't make sense. I'm not just going to support anybody blindly because they're
Right.
Black. And I know to a lot of you, it sounds like a sellout. Go ahead, Perry.
And you shouldn't, Sharrell. Like the whole thing is when people get it twisted at, you can like who you like, believe what you want to believe, but we all like different things. We all believe in different things. So this panel, you say what you want to say, but we have the right to believe the things we want to believe, right? Not something that we seen on some advertisement. You must believe in this. I don't believe in that shit. My wife don't believe in that. But the whole thing is, it's okay because they'll say anytime you come out to somebody, but you notice if you was talking about somebody white, they wouldn't say nothing, right?
Mhm.
The black women, look, not all black women are right. Not all black men are white, right, in any race. That's just what you get. Some people graduate, some people don't.
My God.
So let's not get into all this craziness
Mhm.
about who's right. Like who you like. Nobody's trying to do it. And if you that secure in your opinion about the person, then what we say shouldn't bother you.
Yeah.
That's it.
And that's another thing I don't get. If I say something that's opposite of what you think, what are you so mad about? That's what I think. That's what you think.
Right.
This is a mature channel. You got to be mature. You got to be willing to listen to other opinions and look at, judge other, not judge, but accept other people's lifestyles, whether you're LGBTQ or you're black, white, Republican. Just stop with the labels over here. Just stop. I'm going to judge every story differently. And I'm going to say how I feel about it. And if I'm talking about a black woman and I don't like her, I'm going to tell you.
Right. And see,
But that doesn't mean you have to not like her because I don't like her. So I don't get this young people's movement that's going on. Believe the black woman at all times.
They take it as if you just said something to them personally. Ain't nobody criticize you and your thought. And on this channel, we can agree to disagree. See, y'all people go out there and want to just cling on to something and just pray for hope when you got your own mind and should be able to use it.
Yeah, like we have two different brains, and if Sharrell thinks this, that's what she thinks. But I think this. You got to be mature enough to listen and stop playing follow the leader. Just because I believe something, don't just follow me blindly if your heart tells you no.
Right, exactly.
What is wrong with these young people? I don't get it.
No. Not all of them are just young. Just say people.
People, what's wrong with people? Yeah. But the people that are complaining to me are young. They're in their 20s and they say, you old people are raised to be mammies. I almost got mad, like, mammies, you're supposed to support the black woman at all times. Thank you, Carrie Jones, for becoming a member. Thank you, Sherry Morris, for becoming a member. Ooh, I love members only. I should probably have this conversation on members only, but I'm going to give you a snippet tonight because too many young people are getting upset with me because their motto is always believe the black woman. And that's what you want to do. And that might work for your lifestyle. But if the black woman story is not making sense to me, I'm going to say it. And some other people are saying, just report the news, shut up. No one cares what you think. That's the wrong channel. All right.
Yeah, there's plenty of those out there.
So today we're talking about a whole bunch of black women. So be prepared. Okay. I'm going to give you my thoughts. I'm going to talk about this feud between, it's not really a feud. I'm going to talk about Kenya and Kandi getting to the, what is it? I'm not going to say all the women on Real Housewives of Atlanta trying to get their stories out there first. It's just a battle of the media. It's really crazy. Let us see the episodes first, women. But today we're going to talk about Kenya Moore saying that Marlo gets special edits. It's crazy. And then we're going to talk about Kenya Moore moving on with her new man. She has a new man. And I'm glad about that because I'm tired of, what's her name, Mark? I'm really tired of Mark.
You didn't go to Rent-A-Center, did you?
You are messy. We're going to talk about Steve Harvey, Marjorie Harvey, and the mess they got going on in the circle they call a family. It's a mess. Then we're going to talk about Jada Pinkett Smith and Tiffany Haddish. I might start with this story because this one is interesting. Let me start with this one because I don't like both women. Okay, sorry. There I go again. I just don't. But they're both weird to me. Okay, so let's talk about Jada Pinkett Smith distancing herself, cutting off her relationship with Tiffany Haddish. This is really, really crazy. It's really, really out there. Okay, I guess they met on the set of Tiffany Haddish breakout role in Girls Trip. I never seen the movie, but I have heard of Tiffany Haddish and who she is. I never seen the movie. They said it was great and all of that. So they became really good friends. Now, Tiffany has been going through scandals lately, a lot of scandals. The thing that really did her in was the skit she did with Ari Spears, and they were supposed to talk about P-Files, aka R. Kelly, and she had this friend who had children, and she said, oh, they will be good for this role, but the role was very perverted, hard to look at.
Yes, yeah, right. You're right.
Yeah, do you remember seeing the clip? We did a
Hmm.
video about it. It was really weird. It scarred the children when the friend called to tell Tiffany about it. Tiffany said, "Well, they just weren't acting right," and she said she did not show her the clip that they did because she said that it was deleted, and then um, she ended up having it post on is it Die or Funny, some site, some comedy site, and then everything blew up from there. The friend ended up suing her, and they're saying that Tiffany Haddish is just very mean and weird and dark. Okay, so that was a dark episode right here. Let me give you another episode of her being dark. The whole Jonathan Majors thing, he allegedly, how should I say this without getting tripping the censor, put his hands around his girlfriend's neck and squaz.
Hmm.
And Tiffany Haddish posted this: Jonathan Majors accuser appears unhurt, clubbing in video. And then she had to take it down. She was basically supporting him. And they're saying that she's very dark and she has a tendency to support not victims, but the accusers. Now that's really weird to me. I know she grew up in foster homes and she had a mom that was schizophrenic and stuff like that. But they're
Hmm.
saying that she always doesn't support the victims, but she supports the accuser. And they're calling her very, very dark. Okay, so she met Jada Pinkett Smith on her breakout role and they became very good friends. Now, both of these women, if you ask me, are weird. There I go talking about a black woman again. Jada Pinkett Smith is weird, but I'm gonna have to say Tiffany Haddish is weirder. And these two being friends, ugh. But anyway, they became very good friends. So when the Ari Spears video came out, she lost a lot of sponsors and she's losing money. So according to the rumors, she would borrow money from Jada Pinkett Smith. But when she did this last thing with Jonathan Majors, they said that Jada Pinkett is cutting off the friendship, backing away, not offering her any money. Also, they're supposed to do a movie called Girls Trip 2, okay, in which Tiffany Haddish was the star. They don't want to bring her back. So Jada Pinkett's just going to pull away. But in the meantime, Tiffany studied doing videos since February saying that she can't wait to do the movie. Now, this is a coward way to do things, but that's how business works.
Hmm.
I know a lot of times I might want to work with somebody and then decide not to. I just don't call them back and 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 expand on the deal. I just say no, I'm kind of done. But Perry's different. Perry is straight up with you, and not only is he straight up, he confronts the difficult situation. So I'm gonna say Perry would say this in his interview. Nah, you know what? You're seeming weird to me, and you're too hot. You're a hot commodity right now, as in nobody wants to deal with you, and I'm gonna go ahead and take that route too. Perry is that upfront with people.
Yeah,
I'm not.
I think it's important. I think it's important to do that for
Why?
me.
Why do you do
But
that?
no, no, it's important to me. But then sometimes I listen to you when you say, "Oh, I wouldn't do that," because sometimes it backfires. Because
Mhm.
now when
They
I
get
just
mad.
do it, when I do it direct, now they got something to say. Oh, they did this, and now they can go on a tangent and just take what I said. But
And
I
blow
just
it out of
meant to be
proportion.
honest with you. So it's no lie. This
Hmm.
is why we get to go separate ways. It's
He
not because
does
I
it
don't like you,
all
but
the
your shit is
time.
too messy right now,
Yeah,
and
you would say something like
I
that.
got enough mess on my own, so I don't want to add no more to the plate. But then they'll take it. Oh, he let me go. Oh, and then they'll just use your words against you. So, but for me, I just like to do it that way. I know personally that even though you might be out there lying on me and changing the story, I know what the hell I told you.
And for me, you don't have to say she said anything because I just don't talk to you again. But it's really weird. Perry is the only husband that I know. If I say, "Do I look fat in this dress?" He'll be like, "You better hit the gym. Just drop about 5 to 10 pounds." He will tell you. And I have to cuss him out and I do not ask him anymore, "Do I look fat in this dress?" Perry's too upfront and blunt. But so these two are Tiffany is noticing that Jada isn't coming around anymore, calling her, giving her money. And that's another thing. You know, I don't loan people money, period. I just don't. Family members, stranger. I've had, and Perry, you know this true. I've had strangers DM me and they're like, I'm behind on my rent. Can you help me,
Right.
Sharrell?
Mhm.
I just don't lend people money. It could get very, very messy.
Yeah.
Okay, I gotta hurry up. It could get very, very messy. So that's what's going on with Jada Pinkett and Tiffany Haddish. So Tiffany Haddish is going around town bad mouthing Jada, and probably for that reason that Perry
Yeah.
just said. If you're not upfront with people, they get upset. They're gonna get upset anyway.
It
I just
happened.
don't get.
No. I'm saying it happened both ways, Sherelle. I get it. They still gonna just try to spin the narrative.
Look at
But
this.
at least personally, when they out there running from bush to bush, telling lies, you know what the hell you told them. They
I
can
just
change my
don't.
words. I know what the hell I told you, and that was it. And
But you get in a lot more trouble than I do. They'll say Perry said this is, and they don't know with me. They just know, oh, Sherrell just stopped calling me. My moderator wants to be funny, so I can't borrow money from you. Hell no. And I tell people that I don't loan money. It's the biggest way to mess up a relationship.
for real.
Unless you're, don't ask me for money. It doesn't mean I don't give money. So I might feel bad for you one day and, I'll just give it to you and don't expect you to give it back. But borrowing money, half the time, you're never going to see that money again. You're going to fall out with that person and everything. All right. So that's the Jada Pinkett Smith and Tiffany Haddish story. So that's what's going on with their feud. Let's talk about this Marjorie and Steve Harvey situation. This is really, really dark and sad. Let me put this. First of all, I'm not a big Steve Harvey fan. And the suits don't help. I'm sorry. I can't with the suits.
Yeah.
I can't with the suits. So Steve Harvey's been in the media lately, and he's been in the media lately because of Tasha K. Tasha K is interviewing Marjorie's ex, Jimmy Townsend, the ex drug lord. Okay. And I didn't watch the whole video. I went over there, and I will say this time and time again. People say, I thought you didn't like Tasha K, or why are you saying good things about Tasha K? Listen, Tasha K has some of the best interviews there ever were for the internet. I cannot deny that. So I have to give her credit when credit's due. And this was a really good interview because we've been hearing about the rumors about Steve Harvey and Marjorie and what bad person Marjorie is. I ended up really liking the drug dealer. I did. He says that they were dating. He when he went to prison. So Marjorie actually has 3 kids, and I don't know. A lot of people just think she has one, Lori, but there's Morgan, his oldest, and then Jason, his second. When he went to prison, she was pregnant. Then after that, she met another guy. Let me see if I can find his picture. This is Lori Harvey's father that no one ever talks about. They think Steve Harvey is her father, and he is not. And they think Jimmy Townsend is the father. This is a mess. I got so many pictures up here. I want to put his picture up here since people don't talk about him. He too was a drug lord. So he goes to prison, Jimmy, and she hooks up with, what's his name? Donnell Woods is his name. And this is Lori Harvey's father, not Steve Harvey and not Jimmy Townsend. But get this. So Marjorie is very, very scandalous. She is awful. I'm talking about another Black woman again. She's gold digger. She's mean and wicked and will do anything to get her way. So thank you, Pamela, for becoming a member. I appreciate it. So he's mad. because she went to prison and he went to prison for 30 years, 30 years for drugs. And listen, I don't care. They said that not Lori, Marjorie was also under investigation. You can't be married to a drug lord, not dealer, lord,
Mm-hmm.
where you're bringing in tons and tons and you're making a lot of money and you not know about it or help out in some kind of way. It's
Yeah.
just, it is what it is, right?
Uh-huh.
But get this. So drug lord number 2, Donnell, is Jimmy Townsend's cousin.
Damn.
So she hooked up with her ex's cousin.
That's like a family affair shit, ain't it?
Child, it is scandalous. It is scandalous. She's absolutely awful. So because of Jimmy's interview, which was very good, I seen half of it. I don't know if they're going to talk about what I'm going to talk about in the upcoming interview or not, but go check out that video. And I guarantee you guys are going to like the drug dealer better than you're going to like Marjorie. He was sentenced to life without parole. And he said that President Obama didn't pardon him, but gave him clemency. I don't know what the difference
I don't
is.
know what
I'm
it
not
is.
in
Yeah.
jail.
Mhm.
He's been out for 6 years and he's writing a book about his life, but a good portion of the book is going to tell what Marjorie Harvey is really like.
Oh,
I don't
shit.
need a book. She's scandalous, right? She's really scandalous. So I would say about the last 2 months, I've did one video on it about Steve Harvey's children. He has 7 children. Okay. Brandy, Carly, Broderick, Winton. And then Lori's 3 that she convinced him to adopt. Okay. Lori, Morgan, and Jason. Everyone says he acts like he doesn't have any children and he gives Lori all the attention. And I'm thinking they're saying that she raised Lori to be a gold digger. I'm not going to sugarcoat it. And her evidence and her dating history supports that. Remember, she dated Puffy and then she dated the son. Was it
Mhm.
Christian? One of the sons. And then the dad.
Yeah. It sounds like either she raised him to be a gold digger or a drug dealer. I don't know.
And then it's so funny. Anyway, she she dated Lori. I'm talking about Lori. Michael B. Jordan, and then the friend. She's dating the friend now. Like she seems to be like the mom because the father, and then you date his cousin, and you have a baby with the cousin. Child, that is a mess. But anyway, they've been saying that they've been feuding because the children say that Steve definitely only acts like he has one child. They even tried to talk about it on his show. Just listen to this clip.
Harvey's biological kids, Brandy, Carly, Broderick, and Winton, have made it crystal clear that they have a lot of beef to settle with their stepmom, Marjorie, and their stepsis, Lori. And instead of settling it privately, they're airing so much dirty laundry, you're going to be shocked.
I'm your father, so look, you know my story. I've gotten it wrong a couple times, you know.
But what exactly did Lori and Marjorie do to them that has them so pissed? And why are they finding it so difficult to forgive Steve? Now, y'all know that if there is one man who seems to have all the right answers to how a family should be run, that guy is definitely Steve. But recent discovery is putting all of this so-called wisdom to shame, as his biological kids are revealing how Marjorie and Lori manipulated him into being an awful dad who believes the only solution to the issue they have with him is throwing money at it.
It's really bad, but it's gotten worse, you guys. They are coming out, they're talking publicly about things. And so I want to tell Winton's story. Now, Winton's mother is Mary. Now, according to Winton, Mary Harvey, the one that went through the awful divorce, and she tried to talk about it. They held her contempt in court. They put a gag order on her. I'm sure you guys have heard the story before, but now he's coming out and telling his story. And he's saying that his mother had said that Steve Harvey had really what's the word? Black people call it a whooping, like when you discipline your child by hitting them.
Mhm.
Okay, now this would shock some people, or not just Black. My aunt is a doctor, and she just says if you hit your children, that's the worst thing that you can do. I will spank my children. I did.
Right.
I did, especially boys. I don't know. You do your thing, I do my thing, but you don't beat them. So I guess, according to Mary, she said that Steve beat him
Mhm.
and they went to court and she lost custody. And I was talking about this the other day. I was talking about Mel from Love and Marriage Huntsville. Like, you can't play games like that with the kids. One, you could lose custody. Two, it scars the children. He's very,
Mhm.
very scarred about what took place. What's up, Sharrell and Perry and everyone? People are saying they are not cousins in the chat. Okay. Thank you, Denzel. We'll talk about that when we drop the link, because me and Perry, we heard it over and over again. And our source said cousins,
And
because you
then yeah, for that we'll just say alleged. So
alleged,
so
because
yeah, we ain't got to
you
get there. Hmm?
tried to say they're not cousins, but when I went back and showed you the
Right,
thing,
right,
it
right.
said cousins.
So
But
I mean,
anyway,
but just for us, we'll say alleged. That way we ain't got this.
yeah, alleged. But all this is alleged. All this is alleged. Now, where was I at? That it's getting worse. Oh, and so he lost custody. Mary, lost custody of her son, and she's very, very upset about it. He goes on to say that not only did he have to be taken from his mother, he claims that Marjorie would play head games with him to make him not like his mother. Now, that's low. Here, let me play this clip of Mary talking about it.
Yeah. You know, just me being a mom, I respect the job, because when God gives us children, He put them in our care and custody, and He expects us to do right by our children. That's what He expects us to do. I know that as a mother, if I was ever in a position to where I had to be in charge of somebody else's child, I'd definitely make sure they have a great relationship with that child. But I just don't see how Marjorie, in particular, can call herself a mother to her own children and deliberately try to sabotage my relationship with my son. I don't really get that, because personally, you know, even if it was a vengeance vendetta thing, it's like, who did harm to who? You know, if you did harm to someone, if it had been me in her position, I think I would move heaven and earth to try to make it right by this woman and her son.
That's deep. Okay,
Mhm.
these are their claims. I don't know if it's true. This is their claims. It's alleged, but they're not really describing Marjorie as a nice person. Miss Hollywood said, Jimmy Townsend said from his own mouth that they are not cousins. Okay, thank you
Okay.
so much, Miss Hollywood. Thank you.
But was he a kingpin though? I mean, because
I
I don't
didn't
want to.
watch the whole
No,
interview.
no, no. I mean, but I heard that he was a dealer also. But that's just the information I'm getting.
Yeah.
Whether
Thank
they
you
was
guys. You
cousins or
guys
not.
correct me. I don't have a problem being corrected.
Yeah, right.
Let me know if it's wrong. But I was told that they both were kingpins. And I also was told like a kingpin is different than a dealer. Child, I don't know. I've been talking to people that's been in the game. Like there's rules to all of that, but I have to say kingpin instead of a drug dealer. It doesn't matter to me. Same thing. But they're really saying that Marjorie is manipulative, greedy, gold digger. They're really saying really bad things about her, and that she's conning Steve. Now, I don't give a damn how much I love you and what you say to me. You can't con me into not being a good mother. So Steve Harvey has to be accountable for some of
Right.
this.
I
You
agree.
see what I'm saying?
No, I know exactly what you're saying.
It can't get done without his permission.
Hmm.
And what's his love affair with Lori Harvey? They have daddy-daughter night. It's crazy. But not with the other children. Now, all these children are adults. It's very weird. Why would Steve do this? I don't get it.
I think that he do it because he feel like that's necessary to keep majority. I mean, what's the name? Marjorie. I mean, what's her damn name? His wife name now.
Marjorie.
Marjorie, right? I think that he know that if he don't do that,
Mhm.
she gonna leave him. And he's so infatuated with her, he gonna do whatever, even abandon his own kids. That's just my opinion.
You can't convince me to abandon my children. And I don't care how in love you are. Now, maybe men are different. Maybe he feels he has to please this woman, but I am holding him accountable. Steve Harvey, your children are crying. Did you see that video I just played? Don't
Mhm.
like you, saying bad things about you because of you.
Mhm.
I couldn't do it. Janice says, how are you reporting on this interview if you are not watching the whole interview? No, I didn't say I was reporting on the interview. I said they're back in the public because of the interview. And what the portion that I seen of the interview was very good. I liked the drug dealer. And then I said there was more things about Steve's life that a lot of people don't know. And I don't know if they're going to cover this or not. So there you go, Janet. It's really crazy. It's a mess. It's not getting straightened out.
Mhm.
I think it's not getting straightened out because of Steve Harvey. It's just not. I missed something. I
A
thought I
super
seen
chat.
it go.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
I'm sorry, but Steve Harvey tried to be Captain Save-A-Ho. Y'all are messy.
Mhm.
When it comes to Lori, the apple doesn't fall far from the tree. That's what they're saying. It's a mess. But how do you have all this going on? They're talking about it. People are writing about it. Jimmy Townsend wrote a book about it. I mean, about his experiences and about what kind of person Marjorie's is. He said he wrote the book in prison. It's called Snakes in the Garden. He's calling the girl a snake, y'all. It is a mess. It's a mess. But is it too late, Perry,
It's too late for what?
to bring his family together?
Probably so. Because like, is a reason why he in the situation. He's gullible. He's gonna do whatever to keep his wife now. She don't give a damn about his kids, in my opinion. Because I don't, it's not gonna be no debate up here. I just feel like she don't give a damn about his kid. She's worrying about hers. And he doing everything to keep her. And if all the other years, like they say that financially he always taking care of the kids. But that's
Mhm.
not being a full-time daddy still at the end of the day.
Uh,
So
Now, in my opinion, just text me. She says Ronnie and Darnell are cousins. I'm going to drop the link and you come up and you correct it because I don't know about this part. But thank you, opinion. I appreciate that. It's a mess. It's a mess. And from what I'm hearing, Marjorie's just both of them. I mean, also too, you start cheating on Mary. That's emotional.
mhm.
Then you take her kid. I don't know. It's not a good look for me. It's not a good look. So we'll talk about it when I drop the link because I'm being very opinionated. I just don't like those two. Okay.
Mhm.
Now let's move on to Kenya Moore. Kenya Moore. Okay, so yesterday somebody told me that that everybody's gonna go after Candy this season. I think I said this yesterday or a couple of days ago, and that Kenya's being two-faced and being in the middle. Now, she just came out and went in on Marlo. So I don't know how she's in the middle. She went on a Marlo. But let's talk about this new guy that she's dating, okay? Can you guys get a good look? His name is ROI. That's I'm thinking Roy. That's a snazzy way of saying Roy. ROI, Roy Shlomo. Okay, he is Israeli. He's supposed to be an entrepreneur. He has several businesses, a couple of restaurants, and it says a Chow Aziza restaurant and lounge in Atlanta. He has a healthy food cafe. It's so weird. How ironic is that he does the same thing that Mark wanted to do? Because Mark's restaurants were not that
Healthy.
or successful. Okay. But here's her new man. They're going to talk about him on the show. I guarantee you, I would say probably 3 episodes into it, they're going to start saying that she purchased him. That's what they're going to say. They always say that about Kenya, but I don't think she purchased purchased him, pretended to be her boyfriend, because Mark is dragging her through the mud. He's a bum. He wants everything from her. He doesn't even love her. It's like, here, I give you the baby, now give me your money. It's a mess. But let's hope that Kenya finds some kind of relationship. She's a beautiful woman. I think Kenya is probably, I'm going to say this, everybody's going to get mad, she's probably the prettiest on Atlanta. She is. I'm not saying the other women aren't pretty. I just think Kenya is just stunning.
Mm-hmm.
Don't That's my opinion, okay? She's not all that. She's beautiful. She's stunning. She was Miss USA, for God's sake. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. But she's having man troubles. So let's hope that this one works out. Okay? We haven't heard anything bad about him yet. People are complaining because he's not Black. That doesn't matter. Oh, that was a whole topic this morning. I'll get on that later. You can date whoever you love. Some women prefer to stay in their race. Some women do not. I don't really care about the race. I'm just hoping that it works out and she finally has happiness. Because I know for some reason, my heart bleeds for Kenya because of her childhood and the way that her mother treated her. We all seen it. And I was thankful when she got Brooklyn. And hopefully she'll get a man to just love her. Just love her. I thought that guy that worked at the gym was going to love her. That was a hot ass mess. What was his name? You know who I'm talking about, the violent one. Can't think of his name. Matt something. Matt something. I can't remember his name. But let's just all hope that Kenya finds happiness. Now let's get back to her messiness. I feel that messiness is Kenya's job. I don't think she's messy in real life. This is just my opinion, okay? I'm not trying to make nobody mad. I think she knows how to give us good TV. Mm-hmm. And I think that's why she gets along with all the women, because I think when the cameras stop rolling, Kenya is good to be around. But this is getting messy. Okay, so she did an interview and she claims in this interview, so she was hating Marlo, Team Kandi, not hiding it. So this is not in the middle. If you ask me, she might give a messy interview and then go back and talk to the other girls, and that might be making them mad. But she was not holding back in this interview. And she was saying that, yeah, the women do attack each other about being bad parents. Kandi's going to talk about the way Marlo's raising her two nephews. I cannot remember the name. One of them was Michael, whatever. And then Marlo's going to shade Kandi about being so ambitious to the point she's never home to raise her kids and they're always with a nanny. It's going to get ugly. But according to Kenya, they're going to edit Marlo's side of the argument, because she says they never, ever, ever let them explain in detail what Marlo did back when she sliced the girl's face and just how barbaric it was. And she says, and it's going to make Kandi look worse because they don't get to hear the details about what Marlo did. And so it's not fair that they edited Marlo's scenes. Child, this is going to be, I can't even comment because they're going tit for tat and the show has not aired. It airs this Sunday. I don't know who's up, but they're all doing media outlets and all getting their side of the story out there. And mostly who did the more interviews, I would say Marlo and Sharrell. Everybody's trying to get ahead of the story. It's a mess. I don't think they should be shading each other, period, about children and who's the best mother, because that's when it gets personal.
Right.
I'll argue about your job. I go lightly about your man unless it's just obvious. You know what I mean? But the children, And about the past, I wouldn't have brought up Marlo's past, but you guys know I like Marlo and you'll go in on me. It's just, I did a biography on Marlo. And the girl had probably one of the worst. Well, so did Kenya.
Mhm.
They both had terrible backgrounds. Anyway, it just goes low and it's just a mess. So we're probably going to be in for one of the best seasons ever because these women are throwing low blows. Do you think that they should talk about Marlo slicing Perry?
But you know what
Slicing.
though? So it's weird though. Like I guess all of them to a certain degree. You know something about Kenya's background.
Mhm.
People have heard it, but haven't been on the show.
Yeah,
And
it was one season. Remember, she knocked on the door and the mom wouldn't open. She heard her
oh yeah, no, not
knock
Kenya's. I'm
the
talking
door.
about Marlo's story. We
Oh,
know about it
yeah,
outside that, right? And then
yeah.
Marlo did go after Candy about her past by sleeping, I don't know, hitting everybody in the locker room or some shit outside the
Oh, I
locker room.
forgot about that. These women have been going low for some
Yeah,
years. I
yeah.
forgot about that. Yeah, it's a mess. It is a mess, mess. Hey, Sebastian.
What's
Hey
up?
Sharrell, hey Perry.
What's happening?
First, I want to sound off in order. Why do I
Okay,
hear an echo? I hear an
You
echo.
do?
Yeah,
Harry, I'm going to turn down.
No, it's I think it might be him.
really?
Yeah.
I don't hear it anymore.
I don't hear it no more neither.
Okay, so I'm gonna
No,
say
it's
this.
me. I keep my speakers loud.
Okay, so Steve Harvey is the same type of individual as Brian McKnight. He thought he
Ooh.
could just yes, he thought
Mm.
he could just switch out a family and everything would be done.
Ooh.
Yes, I'm saying we're going there. We're going there.
Okay.
We're going there. Um, I don't like when step parents like to brainwash children that are not theirs legally nor biologically to hate to dislike their biological parents. It's completely wrong and it's insane. It's very manipulative and it could really shape the child in a future person. Like some this is how some kids actually start hating their actual biological parents. Um Marjorie, we all know what I think about people like her, so we're not even gonna go there.
Okay, thank you.
We're not even gonna go there. Kenya Moore is an icon, and she loves talking about her iconic stuff. And Marlo is a con, is an actual ex-con. It's a proven fact. I didn't like the way season.
Come on. I have to stop you. I have to stop you. Listen, they both had bad childhoods. Can you
They both
imagine?
had
Can you
they
admit to
both
that?
had bad childhoods, but did Kenya ever land behind bars?
You are messy. You are messy.
Just saying the truth. We never saw no mugshot of Kenya Moore.
No, we haven't, have we? Not at
No,
all.
no.
No.
We have a
But
Marla though. We have
but
met
people
multiple
take
though.
bad childhoods in different ways, right?
Okay, I don't care you have a bad childhood. In what world does it give you the right to slash someone in the face?
Really, Sebastian? You guys, look, people change. You're young, but who you are today is not who you're going to be
I'm
in your
not gonna
40s.
slash someone in their face. This is not okay. I don't like the way how Andy brushed it over at the last reading because Kenya mentioned it. Kenya says we never talk about Marlo's lifestyle and we never talk about the fact that she literally spent some time for slashing someone on the face. And Andy
Because
has his
the person's
favorites.
no longer with us. And so, why do we
It
have to
doesn't
talk?
matter. Kenya,
Oh my,
if it was Nene, you know damn well Andy Cohen would have been talking about it.
y'all are messy. Y'all are
It's not
messy.
okay. It's not okay. It's not.
But
It's
it
not
was in her
okay at
past.
all.
Come on,
Okay,
Sebastian.
it could have been in her past, but you know where I lost respect for Marlo completely is when she
Why?
came on national TV and said that her nephews were not showering and brushing their teeth. She
Oh my
said that.
God,
That was
Sebastian, you
that
are
was wrong.
looking for
That
reasons.
was wrong. That was wrong. You don't say that about children that you're taking in and taking care of. That was completely wrong. She said it on national TV.
Marlo has never had any children, so she was just thrust into
It's not
motherhood.
okay. It's not okay. It's not okay at all for you to say something like that. That was wrong. And Candy, I don't like Candy. I really don't. But y'all know, I, she's a successful businesswoman, and I'm not taking that away from her. I hope she does not back down to Marlo. I'm a root for her. I'm a root for her to
Well,
bring the
why?
heat that
Well,
she
what do
has to
you have?
bring.
What? Okay, you hate Marlo because of the slicing?
No, I don't like Marlo because she's a gutter snipe individual.
Oh
She she hops from nursing home to nursing homes. Um, she has served some time. That is a fact.
More than sometimes. Did you see all those mugshots?
Yeah, we've seen her booked multiple times. You're right. You're right. But you know what? I'm gonna say this. She needs this show because she needs some income. She needs some income.
Oh, okay,
She does.
Sebastian.
She needs some income. She needs some income and she needs a show.
I hear you
But one thing
laughing,
I'm gonna
Sebastian.
I am trying so hard not to.
I
I'm
hear
not
you
going to
laughing.
respect. I am not going to respect someone who had the audacity to take to shank someone in the face. I'm not going to respect that. No, absolutely not.
It
You
was a
see,
long.
I don't care. It was a long time ago.
Oh my
Shanking someone in
god.
the face. You know how long that scar could stay. If you don't have
Yeah,
the
it
money to
was
go through
bad.
plastic surgery, do you think you could? It's not okay. Shanking someone is not okay.
So they
Absolutely
had
not.
her pictures removed from the internet. So I was doing this like a long time ago when I actually seen it. It was a little bit bad. Just
I
so,
think I've seen it too. I think I've
did
seen
you
it on
see it?
Reddit. On
Yeah.
Reddit, I saw it. Shanking someone on the face is not a joke. It really is not. It stays. And if
Yeah.
even if you have a good plastic surgeon, sometimes it's still the little scar will literally stay still. It's not
What about
okay.
this? What if they got in a fight over a man? It was about a man. But Tiffany saying, sometimes people defend themselves. Okay, let me keep going. Keep going.
Okay, so in what world is it okay? Because you're fighting about a
No,
man and you
it's
take
never no, Sebastian is never okay. So nobody's saying it's okay. But I would say this, I don't really see too much wrong with it because you know what? We all got a pass.
You don't
we
see
all got a
anything wrong with
pass.
what?
We all got a pass, but
Okay.
when you're on a reality show,
With
your
them
pass has to
bringing
come
it up
out.
on the show, just now, if that's your past and you're a new person, be an adult, just say, yeah, that's what happened. I was wrong, whatever, whatever. But move on. Let's not let it just toy around because that is your past. Like for all of them, from Kenya to Candy's past, all of them, right? Just it is what it is. If you ain't that person today, let us see that.
No,
Okay,
no,
but
Sebastian's on a roll. The
we
chat is loving him. So
we
go
need to
ahead,
hear
Sebastian.
we need to hear your past because I when Kenya said it last season at that reunion, that was the first time I ever heard about it. And then I looked up and I think I saw the picture on
Oh, that
Reddit.
was the first time?
That was
Wow.
the first time I heard about it. And I was just like,
Mhm.
whoa. And the way just Andy just brushed it over, swept it under the rug. And I'm gonna say this, Andy Cohen has favorites. And
Yeah.
Marlo is one of his favorites. Marlo is one of
You
his
think Marlo's he did not give her peach for how
Come
many
on,
years?
Sebastian. She ain't no damn favorite.
he
No,
didn't hold her
please
accountable
quit being
well at that
his
reunion.
favorite. I think
Candy's his favorite too, but
away.
What who's speaking?
That was me, Miss Parker.
Oh, you are fading in and out, Miss Parker. What did you say?
I said I believe that Marlo is quickly becoming Andy's favorite, and they
What
may
are
be.
y'all talking about?
I'm telling you, and
What?
they may be. Listen, they may be trying to get Candy out the way because, just like Kenya says, they have been bringing up Marlo issue for years, but they never really want to film it. And when they finally did, Andy swept it under the rug. His eyebrows was up. He had the puppy dog
period.
eyebrows up in the air, like,
Period.
oh, boo, 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 boo. So much so that Kenya was like, oh, please, can we move on? And I was with Kenya, like, can we just move on from
I
this?
want to say this real quick. This is the last thing I have to say. Why is it that when the others bring up things about Candy, for example, even though I don't like Candy, for example, Sheree saying that Candy slept with everyone, Candy sleeps around, all that last season, it was okay. But when we want to bring up things about Marlo slashing someone in the face, it's a problem.
Damn.
Right. And that's what I'm saying. Like, I think that
We
it's
all know Candy's sex positive. It's not. She's very aware. She's very expressive of her
Look,
sexuality. So
I feel like this when they come on the reality shows, nobody past should be covered up. If somebody bring it up, that's what you signed up for. Talk about it. So I'm not gonna defend Marlo's past, like I ain't gonna defend Candy past when they tell me she's sleeping with people. I mean, I think if you're gonna give a reality show, let's talk reality
right.
Mm.
and let's not hide from it.
I agree.
I
Hey
agree.
guys,
Hey,
I have something to say in regards to the whole Marlo situation. In regards to Marlo, yeah, it does seem kind of crazy for someone to say that she's becoming the favorite. I don't think on the surface it looks like that, but if you think about it, she's bringing the drama, she's bringing the ratings, she's bringing the crazy. So in that respect, he might he might benefit from that and kind of cater to her a little bit.
Where are y'all getting this? What did he
Hold on. I get it. I get what you're saying. Sherelle. He's
Okay.
never given her a peach. He kind of looks at her like she's the bottom of the barrel, but he respects what she is bringing. And the reason why I say that is because I'm hearing, I don't know how true this is because Bravo has a way of putting things out there. And then when you see it, they edit
Right.
it out. So,
Right.
but I'm hearing that Kandi brings up the slashing in the face because again they keep coming for Kandi, and Kandi this year, and she's already explained it, she just came off of that Escape and SWB show. So when she came on that show, she was already on 10. I keep trying to tell y'all, Kandi has a very volatile temper, which is why I agree with Perry on yesterday's episode when he said she may have to go. She may have to go for the sake of she is becoming an A-lister, and it's not good. This is not going to be good for her, period. But so she got pissed off at Marlo and went in about the slashing of the face. And I'm hearing that they edit out Marlo and what she did to provoke Kandi to say that. And all we're going to hear is Kandi going in on her.
Yeah,
Okay, so
she said,
listen, you guys. Buzz is from the world of production, so she knows they hear the best rumors. They do. I agree with you, Buzz,
yeah, but
about them editing it out. I don't think Kenya would have said it for no reason, you know?
right. And she edited it out. The only reason why Kandi said what she said is because of Marlo coming at the people that got shot at Candy's restaurant. So I felt like if you're gonna let Marlo say that, then y'all might as well would have kept it in with what Kandi said about Marlo.
Well, but Buzz, you really think that Marlo's becoming Andy's favorite?
Not favorite as it, because we all know he has a thing about Kandi. He know not only does he respect her as a businesswoman, but he likes her. So it's a
Hmm.
different type of what affinity with her
Hmm.
compared to Marlo. But I do think that he respects the fact that she brings the drama. She's going to bring this show back. As trifling and as ghetto and as gutter as she is going to go and willing to go,
Damn.
she is going to bring it. I'm trying to tell you. She even brought out a Kandi that I ain't seen in years. Because
Me neither.
Kandi has been low key because she's on a different type of elevation. And the funny thing is, I didn't even realize it until somebody sent it to me in my DM. It is a old episode where she's talking to Sharrell about headbutting somebody. This is when she was like just got on the show. And she didn't care. She'd tell you, she'd fight, she'd do this. She's not as vocal about that part of her life anymore because she's becoming an A-lister. And
Yeah, you
now,
can't be a EGOT winner and you tell somebody I'm a headbutt this bitch.
right. And it's
Well,
so
she's
funny you
not an
said that.
EGOT.
No, for
She's
real.
not an
I
EGOT.
agree. Somebody said that in a comment section of a post in regards to her getting these nominations. And I agreed and
Mhm.
I said that. I said the exact same thing. As much as I love and respect Kandi, it's time for her to go. When I
Just
tell you,
because so she could go to the next level. You ain't
yes,
saying it in a bad way. You
no.
cannot be the A-list, the cream of the crop, and down here fighting with people and talking about people slashing.
That's
I want to read this really quick. It says Andy will certainly try to get rid of Kandi if she starts charging for content. Now, really?
But she's not charging for content. Okay, so here's the misconception.
Okay.
She has three channels. She has her podcast channel. She has her Kandi Online, which is the main channel, which is the one where you get to speak on this. And then she has a blog channel, which is a personal channel with her pet family and everything.
Mhm.
So she was charging on her blog channel. I guess she was going to upload on there and you could pay to see it. But speak on it is going to be free. I think the advertisement of it was misleading. It got everybody like mad. Everybody
Yeah.
was mad. And it's
Yeah.
you'll see on Sunday. It's free. It's
but you
free.
know what, Sharrell, you got to think about it. Kenya has been pretty chill. Like Andy needed a Marlo because Kenya been pretty chill.
Kenya said she
Candy
was not
been
going to be the
pretty chill.
villain.
So they needed somebody really gonna to bring out that beast
Y'all
in
are
Candy
messy.
and
If y'all don't
Kenya.
stop calling Marlo Gutter, y'all just she's
To be
changed.
honest,
Beyond gutter.
she's
Yeah,
changed.
she,
Sherelle.
I
Somebody said, was it so debonair yesterday? All she do is wring out them wigs and try to resell them. All right, Bree, sound off. Y'all are messy.
Honestly, I don't think she's changed. She's just got a chance. That's what it is. If something is gonna provoke her, and I don't think she's changed. To be completely honest with you, she's still gutter sniping dirty. I don't know, but she is gonna bring it. She will bring it. That's why Andy gave her a chance, because she is just so low that she might be the only one to provoke Candy, in my honest opinion. 'Cause
Exactly.
I mean, Nene didn't even provoke her like Marlo can.
Right.
So,
Exactly. When I tell
so
y'all, y'all
there's
want to see Candy go off on everybody, she's
Yep.
gonna threaten to headbutt people. As you already saw, she done called. I guess Marlo done said something about a restaurant. She said, "You say she said I'm hood, but you are the ghetto." Well, girl, I'm trying to tell you, it's about to be bad.
Yeah.
Well,
Candy's going
yeah,
off
and
on
I
Mhm.
heard that.
everybody.
I heard that buzz, and somebody said that Candy's going to show her true colors this season, and people are not going to like it. I hope that's not true
And they're
because
not gonna like it because she's defending herself. She's not crying. It's like she can't win for losing. If she cried to kind of be chill, if she's
I think.
boring. If
Yeah.
she gives you guys the redhead candy, it's going
Right.
to be a problem, and everybody's gonna be like, "She's
But
violent. She's volatile."
go ahead,
But
I
Bree.
feel like this
you know
is
that
gonna make her lose though, because we gonna see the real her, and EGOT's just gonna disappear. I feel like
Right.
Yeah,
her
you
Exactly.
can't.
showing the true her, it's not
Yeah.
gonna be good for her
Right.
award.
Right. Right.
but
And
y'all
that's
have
the only well, besides the fact that she's boring as hell. But I think she should leave because of that. This is gonna tip it off, and she's gonna lose her dream goal. Her dream goal because of this, and then she's
yeah.
gonna have to hate no one but herself. You know.
Mm-hmm.
And this is the
But
last thing I
that's what
gotta
I got to
say.
say.
This
Go
is the
ahead.
last thing I have to say.
Go ahead.
This actually goes back to what Tamar was trying to do too, when she was trying to say, "Well, your husband said you know what it is," and like Candy had to say, and she didn't want to say it, but since Tamar brought it out there, she had to hold herself accountable and say, "No, you were talking to me. I really wasn't feeling you. Then you kept picking with me, and then yes, I got buck with you, and my husband pulled me aside and said, 'Don't do this.'" So yeah, I think it's a lot of things that's adding up, and it's not gonna look good for this EGOT situation. She has to calm down and
Right.
just
For
walk
real.
away.
Yep.
Yeah, for
Sharrell, you
sure.
forgot this as well. You forgot the fact that the situation about the mothering skills came from Marlo bad talking Candy, saying that Candy does not spend time with her kids because she has all these
Right.
business ventures. So that's where the whole situation of the bad mothering skills. But I find it very disrespectful for Marlo to be critiquing people on mothering skills when she kicked her nephews out a couple years
I
ago.
can't. I
I find it very
can't.
disrespectful.
And I agree.
I can't. Sebastian is intentionally trying to get to me this video.
And so he
I'm
told
trying to be the Marlo of this chat. I love it.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. You're trying to be the Marl. No, 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 no. You gotta stop. Sound off, Denzel. Sebastian.
How you doing, Sharrell and
Good.
Perry and
How are
everybody?
you?
What's up? Look,
hello.
this is a hot mess. What with Marlo, she is gutter low.
Damn.
She said that she even talked about uh Kenya Moore's mom don't didn't want her. Like, who says that? That's gutter low. And ever since she came on the show, she has came for Candy ever since she got on the show. She called Candy a sugar mama. It's just, I really think that Marlo is jealous of Candy Burris. I really
Okay.
do.
Okay.
No, it's not
Why?
okay. It's not
Why is
okay,
she? Why is she?
Sherelle.
Why is she jealous,
I,
Denzel?
look, I love y'all, you know that. But look, let's be well. For me, this is my opinion. I believe she is jealous of Candy. Ain't didn't Marlo rent her clothes out for people to wear? I
This is
mean, look,
crazy.
do she still got her wig line?
Oh, I don't know. I forgot all about that. I don't know. I don't know.
But I'm gonna speed it up. So I'm God. I'm trying to get my words out. but Marlo, you know, like y'all know, I like Candy, and people not gonna like Candy, and that's fine. That's their opinion. Um, but some people, you know, some people saying that Candy is boring. I don't think that she's boring, but maybe she's. I don't know. Maybe she's turning up the heat to not be boring, because I think some people don't like Candy because she's boring on the show, and they probably want to see her get ghetto and gutter.
Hmm.
I mean, what do you think, Sharrell? You agree with that?
I don't know.
You know
This
what though?
I spoke my piece. This is you guys' turn. You guys' turn.
I
'Cause
think she does.
Yeah,
I think people want to see her gutter.
They do.
Everybody
Exactly.
yeah,
loves
yeah.
red
I
hair.
think,
Everybody
yeah, I
loves
agree.
red hair candy. But here's the
Right,
thing.
right.
Here's the thing. But we're entertained. But at the end of the day, we're gonna laugh and joke about it and talk about it on YouTube and on social media. And then what is she
Right.
gonna have to deal with after the fact?
mhm.
Yeah.
Like Sharrell said, this is real life. Like, this is not made up drama. Like, they really went at it this season, and that's the issue. And that's why I'm like, yeah, it's time for her to go.
They're
Yeah,
going at it, and the season
and
haven't even started. They're going
and
at it. This is going to be
and,
good.
and Sherelle, and you know, and I think they doing this for a storyline. I really believe they doing this for a storyline, because a lot of people didn't like last season, because a lot of people said season 14 was boring as hell.
It was.
It
I
was.
can agree with that, but that's not gonna help her get that EGOT or
You
The
whatever
got.
the hell
EGOT,
shit
the
is.
EGOT.
Mhm.
So
Mhm.
Yeah.
y'all think she needs to leave the show
Well, no,
permanently?
no. And look, Denzel, when I was saying yesterday, lead the show, it's not because I don't like her like that.
Oh,
Now,
I know that. I know.
I'm not a Candy fan to think that she's without flaws like most of her fans are.
Oh,
Right,
Perry
right,
being
right, right, right,
messy.
right.
Yeah,
Well,
I mean,
no,
he's keeping it
no,
real.
Perry,
He's
no,
keeping it
you're
real.
being Carlos nasty nice.
no.
No,
No, he's
honey,
keeping it
no.
real.
I think he's right. I think he's right. A lot of people who like Candy think she's perfect, and that's not the case. I like her because I feel like she's real, and I relate to her. I relate to, I'm the nicest, sweetest person until you try me. I
Uh,
am the hustler who has 3, 4 jobs. Yes, I
right.
relate to that. I don't relate to, oh, she's perfect. Don't say nothing bad about her. Hey, what
Exactly. Nobody had no problem of us calling Cynthia boring.
Let
right?
me move.
well,
None.
Okay,
she
let me move
is
on. Let me move
boring,
on.
but once you
Uh,
get 50 Cent started, 50 Cent could be a problem too now.
Oh yeah,
are,
exactly.
let me let
Hey Sherelle,
yeah,
can I say something real quick? Somebody
really
wrote in
quick.
the chat, said, "Gosh, I can't take Denzel's trash. What they trying to do? Shade me?"
You don't worry about it,
Uh-oh.
brother. We all get it. We all get it.
Y'all
We
don't
all
come
get
for
it.
They
Denzel.
they
Don't
that
do it.
person. I'm
We
all
love
right.
Denzel.
That
We love
person
Denzel.
tried it. That person tried it. They couldn't sit down. Sit
We
down.
love
Y'all,
Kenny.
you
Calm
tried
down,
it.
Denzel. We get it every day, every day.
Mhm.
Poet
Right.
got the worst. Poet, remember last video?
Oh,
Listen, y'all tried to hurt a queen.
hey,
Queen on my mofo throne. You can't touch me. I'm so hot. Don't get burnt.
hey
They
Sherelle.
was
Hey Sherelle.
they was
Hey.
coming for you.
Hey
Yeah.
Sherelle, people probably not gonna agree with my opinion. People gonna shame me. They can shame me all day long, but I don't
There you
care.
go. There you
They
go.
See,
can they
You
can
guys remember
shame
how
me all day
quiet
long.
Denzel was when he first came on here? Now
yeah.
he's cussing people out. Now he like, try me. You gonna
Yeah,
try me?
they can
I
they
ain't the
can
one.
they can shame me all day long. It's all good. It's all love. It's all
Hey,
love.
Michelle, it's okay because I know they get tired of me too. I know they like, oh my God, here come Buzz over here. I know they
Everybody
talk
gets a
about me
turn.
too.
The only person that hasn't had a turn would be opinion, and her day is coming.
Uh oh.
Everybody gets a turn.
Now she don't got to
Sound off,
choose.
poet.
Okay, y'all, listen. I used to be a Steve Harvey fan, for real. I loved his I've been homeless and look at me now.
Oh
It's wonderful.
wow.
Let me tell you something. These past few days after Tasha K, I've been looking at these videos from that first woman before Marjorie. And she wrote
Mary.
this book that
Mary.
another lady found called Men Will Lie When the Truth Will Do. The
Oh,
king,
this is
his
some
queen.
mistress, right?
Yes, but there's a
Yeah.
lady that got the book and she's reading excerpts from the book. So I was listening today and it's talking about this weird dynamic. So Steve Harvey has been in this Marjorie lady's life a long time, even when he was broke.
Mm.
Oh,
He did not want her to know he was living in his car. So
oh,
they've been connected longer,
oh.
long for like 30 a long time. So Marjorie's deal is she's got to always be in position to be served. And she's training her daughter to be the same way.
What do
I
you mean
believe
to be served?
because it's about service for her. Even when her ex-husband went to jail, the government took his apartment complex, which was like a 16, 17 unit deal.
Wow.
She found a basketball player to date and help her get that building back. And she got that building back. So she puts herself in position with men who can serve her. If they can't serve her, she has no use for them, much like her daughter, Lori. She is training her. She used to be a model herself. She wants her daughter to model. Brought Steve in the game so that whoever she dates, he can benefit from that connection. You see, it's about business at this point, as Steve understands, because he's excluded so many of his children. She has become his rock. Now,
okay, let me stop you there, poet. You can't make me become a bad mother.
Right.
Listen, you're a bad mother when you put your interests before your children, period.
Damn.
Now this family has been divided and blended so much. Who actually loves here? No one actually loves. Everybody knows it's to the benefit who gets the attracted light. Lori is the benefit. The wife has to put up the role that we're doing okay, and Steve got to pay for it all. So Steve is a buster, pretty much. He's a buster, and he's a manipulator of women. I have his book too.
Hold on, stop. Steve Harvey is a manipulator?
Absolutely. He manipulates women. He knows how to bend and fold them to his
Who
pleasure.
is falling for his mess? Who's falling for Steve's mess?
This first woman before Marjorie was down for him 10 years waiting. Now they had an open relationship, but she was also the person who sucked on him before his act and found out during one of his acts that he went to Africa with this Marjorie lady. That's when she found out she was a side chick.
Damn.
Okay. Once he's on that stage with his bit, that is his offering of love. You get to come to the show and get a good seat, because she said she felt special in her seat. But our mouth
now, let me slow down, poet. And this is no shade to Steve Harvey. He's probably a nice guy to somebody, but he's not a good-looking man. I'm sorry.
Oh, that was shade, Sharrell. That was
He
shade.
looked like Mr. Potato Head.
Don't let him put that mouth on them. He'll suck their soul out. No. Steve got
Wait, hold on. He's not a good-looking man. No. These women that go after Steve Harvey, they're going after him for his money. Would you agree, poet?
Absolutely. He knows what he has to offer, and that's all you get from him. That's all you get from him. Okay.
Like so what? What are you saying? Money? He just gives you money? What do you mean?
Right. That's it.
That he's gonna pay the way that benefits him. He's gonna go to the woman that serves him the most. You know he got women. You know he going city to city. She knew it too. She talks about his bald head. She talks about the barber he had to carry with him. It's a look. It's a presentation. Will you buy what's presented to you? You don't know it's rotten inside, and it don't matter, because as long as he keeps the game going, you get to be played. So he plays any woman he sees, including us. He plays on women. That's to his benefit and his success.
Now, I'm not trying to be rude here. I'm just trying to get the facts. You know a little bit more. You reading this lady's book. Did Steve Harvey wear a toupee?
He did. He was bald in the center of his head. That's why they gave him his own barber, because he wanted his hair to look meticulous everywhere he went. He absolutely was going bald. And the first woman that he didn't choose talks about it in her book.
Child, I heard he wore a toupee.
He did, and he
had a man weave.
Yeah, he took her to court so she couldn't write the book. She apparently wrote this book back in 2004. He didn't want people to know about this. His lawyers got to her, and that's why she didn't write the book. But this lady found the book, and she's reading all the chapters on it, and I'm here for it.
Wow.
Wow.
Oh God. Okay, so he's just a no good guy. Let me try to go around, because I'm gonna come back to you, Paul, because that's an interesting subject to me. Opinion, sound off.
Let me tell you, I sure hope Kenya ain't gave this restaurant man no money, okay? Cause baby, she good at picking somebody that own the restaurant and putting money into their restaurant. So let's
Mm,
just hope she ain't pay this one
Yeah. I
damn.
because
mean,
that's gonna be a hot mess.
but they say Kenya pays for all of these men, and it's not true. She did not pay
You
for.
better watch your words. Oh no. We're not gonna do Kenya like that. No. No.
Yeah, she did.
No.
Sebastian, what Mark did for her except for gave her Brooklyn?
But I
That's
don't
all
think
she
she's paying
needed.
for
She
this one.
needed Brooklyn. Kenya needed Brooklyn, okay? Kenya needed Brooklyn. That's the best thing that Mark could have
And
given
now
her.
that man trying to take her house.
He's not
Yeah.
going to.
But opinion, I don't think she's paying for this one though.
Well, let's
I don't
just
know.
hope
I
she
mean,
ain't Perry. Let's just hope she
I
ain't.
don't have no facts in that, but it's just maybe I'm praying that she
When
is.
I saw he was a restaurateur, I said, "Oh Lord, not another one." I'm just telling you, Perry, that he probably saw he saw how Mark got away with it. He was like, "Oh shit, I'm gonna go to holler at her."
Now, really
I'm
quick
putting that
opinion.
past
You
him.
sent me a text message. You said that the cousin thing is not true, right?
Okay, so the cousins were Ronnie and Darnell. Okay, she
Mhm.
started off with Ronnie. She left Ronnie for the cousin, which was Darnell. Darnell was his first lieutenant.
Child, this is
He was the one
messy.
that turned him in, and he got less time than him.
Who
Right.
turned who in?
Darnell,
Turned in Jimmy?
yeah,
Yeah.
and
You lying. That's what you
he got
heard?
he got 5 years, and Jimmy was supposed to have life, but
Right.
he got the clemency, and what you call it, got him out.
Right.
Yeah, it reduced the sentence, so he got out earlier.
That's crazy. All right. Hey, Miss Parker, sound off.
I want to say this. When they say that Candy was bored or whatever, Sharrell, we forget that Candy come from Mama Joyce. Like, so we know
Okay.
she got it in her. And then not only that, Steve Harvey in love with two
Wait,
women.
hold on, Miss Parker, because I see Diva trying to get out her seat. Be very careful.
I know. We know Candy got it in her. So, saying that Candy cried a lot. Listen, we know those cries, those tears was just anger tears right there. She wanted to do it, but she just held back. And this season, Marlo really probably brought it out of her. Plus, she was coming off of what was going on with Escape on top of that. Not only that, Steve Harvey, in my opinion, and everybody may get mad with me, I don't care. But I believe Steve Harvey is in love with two women, Marjorie and Laurie.
We stop. Just stop. Miss Parker, why did you say, Miss Parker, please?
I missed something. I just came back
You
in.
don't think I'm gonna tell you, he's in love with Laurie as well. I don't care what
You
nobody.
can't say that. That's his stepdaughter. That's his daughter.
Sherelle, it still could be some kind of fetish there.
Right, you guys, come on now.
There
He's in
has to
love.
be some type of fetish there.
Thank you. I wasn't the only one that was thinking, and I'm
Y'all
glad I
have
said
to
it.
stop. You can't say that. That takes on a different meaning. He's her adopted father, so he's the father figure. You
Yeah, but
cannot.
that
I
don't
mean,
mean
didn't
nothing,
we just talk
sure.
about possibly the one girl being married? I mean, having a baby with the guy cousin.
Yeah.
I'm
Jesus,
just saying, like
Perry's being talked.
we
Yeah,
don't
Perry, you're
condone it.
being messy. That's called
No. I'm saying we don't condone it. But
that's not incest. That's not
what
his
Miss
full daughter.
Parker's saying, and that I mean, it's a thought. Nobody said we got proof of anything.
Perry, you can't go around saying that you think Steve Harvey is in love with Lori. That is just scandalous.
But it's a thought. It's a thought, though.
I hear you laughing, Sebastian, again.
Thank you. I mean, I was thinking, listen, that's just what I think. He taking
that
out
would
to
be the
dinner.
biggest
Who knows
scandal.
who knows what those daddy-daughter dinner dates be talked about? What they talking about? Like, we don't know.
That's some Tiffany Haddish mess. We're gonna leave that alone.
Oh yeah.
That's messy.
Well, it could be.
Anyway, hi Kaomi, how are you?
I'm good. How are you, Sharrell? How everybody on the panel?
Good.
I had to hop on because when Sebastian said that Marlo could possibly be, was it you, Sebastian, that said that she could be the favorite?
That was me.
I said that too. I said that Andy Cohen has his favorites and Marlo is part of that list.
So I see that because if Andy is watching the blogs, which we know that he does, the trend is that Candy's boring. So, and also Candy's supposed to be like one of the highest paid people. So he's probably thinking, hey, I'm paying this chick. Everybody say that she's boring. How do I justify her being, getting paid this money? Hey, I know Marlo. She's, as Denzel said.
Cam, you're saying that Andy Cohen set up Kandi?
Telling you, because at the end of the day, how two-faced will he look? Because at the end of the day, on the outside, he's supposed to be a Kandi fan. So how can he like double cross her like this? Here comes Marlo. He knows Marlo's gonna be, as Denzel says, gutter trash. She's gonna go to the, and you know what else about Marlo? She's very reckless with the mouth. She'll say things even if it's not true. And we know, like, you're
calling her that's a liar.
But we do know she will go there.
She exaggerates the truth. She's done that in the past, and sometimes when she did it at the reunion. Like,
what did she do? What did she exaggerate?
What did she say? I know she definitely, when she talked about she's worldwide and Kandi's not worldwide, that part, and then it's something I can't put.
That was a joke.
It was a joke, but come on.
I think she said a lie about Todd.
Something she said, but she says
she said that Todd called Kandi a country bumpkin when he first started filming Kandi.
A whole bunch of stuff. Like, she's reckless, and so I think I could see how that could be. And then with what was the other thing?
Steve Harvey.
No, I don't care about him. I'm not even.
Jada Pinkett.
That she could also be jealous. Now, the reason why I support that or agree with that is because Marlo's probably thinking, looking at it like, Kandi has all this stuff that they don't talk about on TV. And she's probably like, how come they expose my business, but they're not exposing her? So she's jealous in the sense that, how come everybody's not talking about Kandi's personal life? So she's like, you know what? Let me start exposing. So that's my evidence on how I support those two statements. And I stand by that.
And I can believe that. I can believe
those girls are trying to get Kandi out.
Yes.
Yeah, they're definitely trying to get Kandi out. They really are. Diva, sound off on everything. I like your opinions. Go ahead, girl.
They are trying to get Kandi out, but they're going to lose. And let me tell you something. Marlo will never be a favorite. Remember, the reason why it took her so long to get her peach is because she allegedly, said something about the LGBTQ community. So she will never rise to be the favorite. She will be used because she brings it because they used her for years and didn't give her a peach, and they finally gave her a peach only because the people was outraged. But she will never rise to the top above anybody, especially my beloved Kandi.
That's not why.
Exactly, Diva. Exactly.
So let me also say this, and she's jealous. Let's be clear. She's jealous of Kandi. Remember last season when they was at one of Sonya crazy events, and they was in the back and she was talking to Sharrell. They was like on the deck or whatever. They was outside and she was talking to Sharrell. Kandi doesn't help nobody. Kandi doesn't tell nobody how to do business. Kandi this, Kandi that, right? Here's the thing. Girl, if you want to learn business, then watch me and get a pen and pad and take notes. I don't have to sit down and give you a TED talk on how you can do your business and open your business and start other things. I'm busy here trying to do my own path, okay? I don't have time to stop and show you what minute by minute. But anytime they need some help, Kandi be like, call me. I'll try to help you. She tried to
come on now,
no,
Diva. Diva, can you just, Diva, I love you. You're making that up.
We got to tell Sharrell. She tried to help Sharrell with She by Sharrell. They sat in Sonya's house or somebody's house and was like, are you good? Do you need some people? And she was like, no, I'm good. And then you saw what happened, okay? Okay. So anyway, Kandi will give you a moment whenever she can, but you can't sit there and expect her to build your home business and then fund your business. I mean, come on, give the girl a break. Now, when it comes to Steve Harvey, right? Steve Harvey has been messy since the day is long. He did that second wife dirty. He did the first wife dirty because listen, the second wife made him pay child support to the first wife. Okay. And then so Mary, then he ends up dogging Mary, right? When you take somebody's kids away and it's called parent alienation. And Marjorie, if you had a part in that, at one point your day is going to come. Now, Sharrell, I'm still pulling the stuff together, but let me say this with Jimmy Townsend in his book, Snakes in the Garden, is going to get blocked. I'm just telling you that.
Why?
Because Steve Harvey ain't going to let it go down.
Oh, no, yeah, he going to block that shit.
I mean, Steve Harvey is not going to let it go down. We'll talk more behind the scenes about that. It's going to get blocked. That book
is. Okay, did you hear that Steve Harvey is mad at Tasha K?
He's pissed. He's not mad.
pissed.
He's pissed. He's pissed because that man sat up there and said about called his wife a whore, pretty much.
Yeah.
Okay.
Damn.
And then he also said that what did he say? That Steve Harvey told his son that where's your punk behind dad? And I'm saying the words differently because we on YouTube.
Right.
Where's your punk behind dad? At the end of the day, let's be clear. Even if we think whatever we think about Steve or whatever, you was locked up. We're supposed to be locked up for life. And at the end of the day, somebody else had to help, support, and raise your kids. You can hate on the man all you want, but your kids had a nice life, a beautiful life. They was at Turks and Caicos. They was on beaches. They was on jets.
Yeah, but Diva, why does all of Steve? You're right. He gave everybody a good life. Why do they hate him?
Oh, they hate him because Margie stepped in and really, she didn't want a blended family. She just wanted him to love her family.
Her family.
And let me tell you, there's a lot of stepmoms that do that. But I'm going to be very honest with you. Their day comes. Her day is going to come. So listen, but you already know she running that household because when you can get with a man and you can get him to adopt your darn near adult kids, girl, you better write a book because she did the darn thing. Let me tell you, guys like that, I agree with it, but it's not too many men where you're going to have the blended family. And he's going to go ahead and change your darn near adult kids and give them his last name? No. So that means when that will comes down, and I bet you Margie wrote the will. When that will comes down,
our kids getting more.
I'm praying for Winton, and I'm praying for his first son, Roderick, because I hope they in the will. Because that girl right there, Marjorie Harvey, if you ever want to learn how to be a side chick and rise up to be a wife, she better write that book because that girl don't like her, but she did the darn thing. She is running his mind, body, and soul. If Margie say jump, he jump. Margie say
how you let somebody talk you out of loving your damn kids?
But
manipulation.
Women are not on her level do it all the time. There are so many females when they get with a man that already has kids, they sometimes convince that man not to even see their kids, bring their kids over, whatever. You see it right now with Tristan Thompson. Listen, he made that baby. I don't care what you think about that mother. He made that baby that he's refusing to see. And guess what? They don't realize it. Y'all bringing all that karma to y'all. I'm not going to get with no man and you ignoring your previous kids because guess what? At some point, you might do that to me. So you don't love the seed that you made and you leaving them behind. I'm going to leave you behind. I'm good. I don't need no parts of you. But there's so many men, they go to their second life and they forget about their past life. And when you got kids that you left behind, guess what? Your karma is going to come and bite you in the booty at some point, sometime. That's not how life goes.
But Marjorie's getting away. This has been a long time. Look, what's her name was in prison years. She's been a gold digger for a long time. She seems to be getting away with it. You still think it
happens with karma, though, Sharrell? You see, I don't want to go too far off the track here, but you see, Bill Cosby did all that dirt for years. Now you 80, can't see you paying for your crime. You see R. Kelly. You did that all this time. Now it is, where are you? You locked up for life. And even if you was to get some pardon or whatever, they got to pardon you in like 55 states. Like, come on, who's going to do that? So he's locked up for life. Your time will always come. The boomerang comes back around. So although it's appearing like she winning right now and they winning right now, at some point their time is going to come. And your own kids, if you got kid after kid after kid after kid after kid that's saying you doing them dirty, that's messed up.
Really, if you think about it,
children,
their time could be coming right now because aren't we on this panel talking about it?
Yeah.
We didn't talk about this shit last year, 2 years ago.
Yeah.
So, and yes.
Oh, no, we did.
Diva, well, I'm just saying bits and pieces, right? That he wouldn't take care of his kid. But what I'm saying is that Diva is right about this. Steve ain't gonna let this shit happen. Mary can't say a damn word. It's a gap order, whatever they call that shit.
Gag order.
Block this shit because Steve know if he got rid of his own kids, right? Stop seeing them doing that shit for this Marjorie lady, right? And Lori, you know damn well he gonna block this damn book because when she gone, he has nothing, and he know if he don't do the right thing, her ass is gone.
Someone asked me to recap what I seen in the interview. She's gonna do a part 2, and then I'll recap it. You want to recap it, Diva?
Yeah, we can. I think it's 3 parts.
Oh wow!
Oh
Okay.
Lord, oh God.
I think it's 3 parts. Yeah, but pretty
Well,
much.
she needs the money.
Well, but no, listen. She did the darn thing by getting that interview, right?
Yep, for sure.
And
Yeah.
I will say this. He's a little long-winded, so it took a long time to get to some parts or whatever.
Yeah, but he was chill. He was like Kingpin back in the day, wasn't he?
Detroit.
He was laid back, but you know what? Here's the thing, though. He said enough, but what he said has some things to do with the Queen Marjorie, and Steve is not gonna go for that.
You know what, Diva? I'm almost pissed that they came out with this interview. I felt like they should have dropped this interview in a book, maybe the same day or a day apart. Because now they give Steve enough time to stop that book. Because he said that Steve will probably stop that book.
Yeah. Steve's gonna stop the book. Child, that's good. Anyway, let me bring up some more callers. What? Go ahead, Perry.
He gonna stop the book because the guy, I think it was $29-$30 for the first episode. Steve will pay that motherfucker enough.
That part.
To stop.
That part.
I'm just telling you.
I wonder why President Obama picked him to give clemency to. Listen, I gotta take some more calls. You guys, let me change panels, okay? Diva, hang on.
Okay.
And
Sharrell.
Yeah.
Sharrell. Diva said something that reminded me of another point I wanted to make before I go. This last thing I wanted to say. So, Diva, you said about the peach. The peach, I feel that was the deal that Andy made with Marlo. If she gets the peach, then she will go ahead and start trashing Kandi to take her down.
I love you, but let me tell you, the only reason why they're not showing the piece about Marlo is because that is too sad, because that person is no longer here. And I think the audience will really turn on her, even though maybe people know bits and pieces. I think the audience would really turn on Marlo if they heard that whole story. And I think that's why they carved it out.
You don't think people know the story, Diva?
There's sometimes though you may hear rumors, but when you actually hear that physically and it's played out on TV, that's going to be
But they're never going to do it. And let me tell you why. The family came forward and asked Marlo to stop talking about it, removed all the pictures from the internet. And I got to see it before it disappeared.
Right.
Did you see it, Diva?
I didn't see it, but imagine that. That's sad, right? I would want her to shut up too. It's bad enough you did that to my family member. Yeah. It's second bad enough that she did whatever she did, and we know what she did if you know the story. And now you're going to be on TV talking about it. We're not doing that. That's right.
Right. It's disrespectful.
It's too dark and it's disrespectful. Yeah.
All right, guys. Let me bring up a new panel because I'm really backed up, and I want to try to bring some more people in. Thank you, guys. This was a good conversation. Steve Harvey, your day is coming, child. It is coming.
His day
all
is
right,
here.
y'all have a great night, y'all.
Bye, Denzel. Take care.
Bye,
guys.
His day is here now, Sharrell. Like, just by us talking about it, we have opened the closet. Is what I'm trying to say.
Sharrell, let me tell you something real quick. There's this video that you did on Lori Harvey a couple months ago, and Angel Eyes, who's a subscriber, called in and she dragged Marjorie for Phil. It's such a good video. Everyone should go seek it out.
Hold on, Deshaun. You got background. What did I say? I don't remember the video.
This video was about the leaving Michael B. Jordan and going to someone else. It was if you just type in Sharrell's brother, Lori Harvey, Angel Eyes dragged Marjorie for Phil in that video. Said that Marjorie's teaching Lori how to be dug into and everything. It was hilarious.
All right, guys, we're going to go around really quickly. Let's start with you, Carrie. Are you new to the panel?
Yes, I am. This is my first
very
time
pretty.
coming up.
You're very pretty.
Welcome.
Welcome. Sound off really quickly.
Hello, everyone. I just wanted to say, is it Diva? I understand that Steve stepped in, if that's what you want to call it. I don't think he stepped in. I think Marjorie found him and he was so enamored of her and raised her kids. My ex-husband was not around to raise my kids. And I would never allow anyone to talk to my kids like that, ever. You are not going to tell my kids, you're not going to run my...
He lets her do everything. She runs that house like Diva said.
No, I'm saying that I wouldn't allow another man to talk to my children in that manner. I would never do that. I don't even run my kids' father's name in the ground. I'm definitely not going to let somebody else do it.
Because you're the mom. You're the mom.
That's right. But she's
not their mom.
No, this was Townsend's son that Steve said that to.
Oh yeah, he did. Oh, you saying because he said that, but she don't care because she want money.
I know, but I'm saying you said at the end of the day he stepped in, and because Townsend was away in prison, okay, Marjorie hands ain't clean either. She just didn't get caught. So just because she out here running free, I just wouldn't let anybody talk to my kids like that. Period.
Oh, yeah, I would never either. All I'm saying is that there's a little more to backstory. I know that I'm not going to say on this live.
I mean, of course, I get. I get that.
All I'm saying is that they both got something in the game, and all I'm saying is that there's nobody was 100% right, but I am saying that his kids had shelter as a result, right. Of that situation, and everything that happened to them wasn't all bad.
No, of course not. And they were gonna have shelter. If she didn't find Steve, she was gonna find somebody else.
Right, but she did.
Sure so regardless,
right.
Yeah, so regardless, they were always going to be taken care of, irregardless. And Steve doubled down on that on the Shay Shay show. He said, "Yeah, I said it," but he only talking big talk because of his financial status. Because I guarantee you, if he was just a regular, on the street, he wouldn't say that to Townsend. He wouldn't even say that in an interview.
And he wouldn't even have Marjorie.
Right. He feels like he's protected because he's been able to manipulate so many women. He feels like he can do that to men too. He's never done that to a man. He's always done it to women. So I would be.
But he's just a bad guy. Look how he treated Bernie Mac.
Yeah. And the thing is, nobody in Steve's. Well, I don't even think he really has a circle except for those corner people on his morning show. But anyway.
Damn. No. Did you get the corny people? Okay. Wow. All right.
No one has anything good to say about him, male or female.
They really don't. If you think about it, people don't like Steve Harvey.
No, everybody.
Not even Marjorie.
Dirty. Yeah, he's dirty. He's cutthroat. Everybody says that.
Yeah. Hey, LaShawn, sound off real quickly.
Hey y'all, I'm hoping that it's not too bad. How are y'all doing today?
Good.
I am grocery shopping, but I could not.
You are not at the grocery store.
Yes, I am. I'm at Walmart, y'all. Hold on.
You are not. You're at Walmart. All right, what you gotta say since you had to pull over on the aisle? What you gotta say?
Yes, so I wanted to say that I feel the same as everybody else when it comes to Steve Harvey. You were asking the question, how you gonna let somebody else treat your kids and cause you to walk away from your children? When Steve Harvey when he got Marjorie, she was out of his league, number one, and she still is in terms of her looks. But he's content with her because she is low down as he is. Mary was too weak for him. He needed somebody that was going to be on his level, playing the game at his level. So Marjorie is that chick. She that one. And I can guarantee you that if ever they were to split up, it ain't going to be because he loved her. It's going to be because she left him. And I can guarantee you that she holding some aces in her back pocket when it comes to him too. So don't get it twisted. She low down for a whole reason. She was with a kingpin. And I can guarantee you she played dirty just like he do.
Is this no way in hell that a man that looks like Steve Harvey walking around town with a wig on, look even worse with the wig off, will get that? No, I'm serious. I'm not shaming wig wear. I wear a wig. But he did. That's a whole hot mess. He would have never even got
the wig, the teeth, the forehead,
everything.
No, not the teeth.
You know what I want to say though, Sharrell? Mary wasn't weak. Mary just got overpowered because he had money. Mary actually helped him with his career. Mary actually helped him write some of them. Mary was, and she was a very good. Well, I'm saying was, but she's a very good person because, like I said,
Well,
the
that's what I
first
mean.
mother.
Did you interview her?
See, Diva,
Me, no.
that's what I was saying. It's not necessarily that she's a weak woman. I'm saying she's not a cutthroat person. She
Right.
has a heart.
Right.
And if somebody wanted me to add this, the wig, the teeth, and the mustache. We forgot the mustache.
Yeah, but he get these women because of his popularity and his damn dollar.
His money.
And if you take his popularity away, his cash away, shit, he's sitting behind 7-Eleven.
But he's really one of the worst people in Hollywood. I remember watching Mary Harvey, the way he just brought her down, and you already cheated on me, then you're gonna take my money, then you're gonna take my kid. And I just felt so bad for her. And then when they put her in jail for contempt of court, that was a way to shut her up. Steve Harvey is gutter. That's what y'all say?
That's
Sniper low.
That's
Sniper
right
that he's awful, and I agree with Diva. His day is coming. Thank you, Christian, for becoming a member. Sean, you done, girl? You got to finish shopping.
Oh, I wanted to say something else in regards to Marlo. Y'all gonna need to step off Marlo now. She's a Florida native. She's a Florida native from my hometown, St. Petersburg, Florida. Marlo is a great person. She has done a lot of great things for the children in our community.
She did it.
Yes.
Amen.
Yes.
Amen.
Yes, she has.
No, Sebastian, you've got to we recognize that Kandi is about to be an A-list celebrity. We have to admit it. You guys have to admit that Marlo has done a lot for children, especially children in the foster care system.
Yep. And she just did in November, she just did a big Thanksgiving thing for the entire community where she fed everybody.
Yep.
So,
which is why it's so sad that when she's on TV, instead of her highlighting those positive things, she's trying to take other black women down. Like,
but the thing is, she playing the game. She playing the game just like everybody else.
But if she wasn't, that's what people watch reality TV for. They don't watch it. I mean, if Marlo wasn't doing that, y'all be saying she was boring. But when she started doing it, just like Nene was. And now everybody wants Nene back. Even Kenya said it. She wants Nene back.
Damn.
Because they want the drama, because it brings the ratings. And there's a possibility if Nene come back and the ratings go up, everybody's income goes up. Like, see, right now, ain't nobody's income going up but Candace's.
That's right.
Yeah.
But you did know Kenya did say this. Kenya did say this, that Marlo is trying to be Nene and she will never be able to be Nene because Nene is her own icon herself. Kenya Moore said that.
No,
but somebody got to bring it. If somebody got to bring the heat, ain't nobody else stepping up to the plate. So she's
not gonna be Nene, but she's taking pointers from Nene because if you know, Marlo had her birthday party at Nene's restaurant, and won't nobody there but Sonia Richards Ross. None of the cast members.
Okay. You know what?
Yes, she does. She's taking cues from Nene, and she's getting Kandi back for Nene because won't nobody at that party from the Real Housewives for Sonia. So y'all gonna back up off Marlo. And another thing is, please stop with the whole jealous thing. Don't nobody want to be a short whore from the 1990s like Kandi, okay? Nobody, okay?
Short whore.
That's right, a short whore. And another thing about it is that Marlo was getting $1 million for being a friend for the season. So she has money on her own. What is she jealous of Kandi for? She's not. And every woman on that show got a turn. Nene got a turn. Nene took on all those women, and Nene didn't have no backup.
Wait.
Kim Zolciak took on the women and didn't have
Terrence.
backup.
Let me give you a chance to change your statement. You didn't mean to call Kandi a short whore. You're in your emotions. Go ahead.
From a whore from the 1990s. Yes, she is. She's covered all so deaf. I'm not backing down from what I said. The Real House husband said it. I said it. She's a whore. I said it.
No, you got to apologize. Look at Diva. Look at Diva.
What
look
I
at
was
Diva.
saying was that Kim Zolciak took on all those women, and y'all done said she needed backup. So it's Kandi turn. Kandi needs to take on all those women, suck it up, buttercup, and fight with your words like every other woman
and
did.
She's
and
going to.
She's
going to.
Okay, we're going to see. I'll be here every week. We're going to see.
I'll meet you back
she
here
can bring it
on
on.
Sharrell Girl every time
Yes.
she casts Roa, and I'm
Okay.
gonna stick it.
I'm gonna be here. I'm gonna be here, Diva. I love you, but I'm gonna be here. I'm gonna be here. You know I love you.
Candy.
Y'all are a mess.
No, Marlo. Team Marlo. And another thing, Marlo don't date white men. Marlo don't date white men. I saw Marlo at Neiman Marcus. She was with a fine black man, tattooed up. He
Now
looked
come
kinda
on,
thuggish,
Terrence,
but he wasn't
stop.
no white man, okay?
So,
I saw
Terrence,
her.
stop.
See, I'm in Atlanta. I saw her with my own eyes.
She might would have been with a black man that day, but
Right.
she does not discriminate. Okay.
She doesn't.
No, she doesn't.
Well,
she hops from elderly to elderly, so we know she doesn't
Kenya,
discriminate.
and Marlo is going to be on this season of Roa telling Kenya that she dated her man. Listen, you want to talk about somebody's a WHORE? It's that chick right there. Why you can't let Kenya be happy? She got her new man, and you gonna sit there talking about, oh, I think I dated him. Every time somebody have a man, Marlo want to go talk about she dated. She did it to Nene. I need Marlo to go sit down.
Kenya
and
is a whore from the 1990s
I like you.
She
I
ran
like you,
through
Terrence.
all of Hollywood.
Terrence, I like you, but guess what? Candy's going to win this thing. It's going to be a
She
showdown,
not.
and at
She
the
not.
end,
I
Candy
like
will
you,
be
Diva,
standing
but
at
she
the
not.
top. And
I
Terrence,
like
you
you,
know
Diva.
what?
She
Terrence,
not.
Terrence, you know what?
She not.
That seat next to Andy is going to be Candy's at the reunion.
All right, y'all. I gotta wrap this
I love
up.
you, Diva. You know I be on your channel. I watch
No,
you, Diva.
you love Diva,
I
but
watch
you call
Diva.
Candy a short whore. That is ridiculous.
And they ain't got nothing to do with Diva.
Not a short whore. What is wrong with you, Terrence?
No, I said a short whore from the 1990s. From the 1990s. You left that part out.
Oh Lord. Listen, do you know how tall I am?
No, how tall
Me
are
too.
you?
I'm taking offense.
I'm short. Okay.
Team tall. Team tall. Team tall. Team tall.
Oh Lord, I can't. Well, look, sound off really quick, Terrence, since you got so much to say. I got like a minute. Sound off on Steve Harvey.
Margie is the queen of being a whore. But it was something else that he did too. Oh, he said his biggest regret was meeting with Donald Trump. We tried to tell him to stay away from Donald Trump, but no one liked him for that. Once he had that meeting with Donald Trump, he plummeted. I don't like him anymore. He's done. And his own kids don't like him.
Oh my God. Look, Terrence, you know you got to come back with the reads, okay? You got to come back. You got to fix your sound. You got to fix your sound, though. It's always a crackling noise. You got to fix your sound, okay?
Okay, I will.
Because we need you this season for Roa, because you know, you be in your feelings.
Yes.
I am in my feelings.
Terrence.
Yes.
You saw her in Neiman Marcus. Did she pay her bill?
No, the drug dealer paid her bill. The drug dealer paid her bill, okay?
Oh, y'all. Anyway, look, y'all. I gotta go. I'm on a time schedule here. I go over every day. I'm sorry, Perry. Just LaShawn, did you pick up some eggs?
Yeah, I got some.
No, I'm just playing. All right, you guys. Look, we'll do this again tomorrow. This was a fun show. Y'all are a mess. Terrence. I can't. If I didn't get to your call backstage, I do apologize. I am out of time. Y'all saw Diva and Terrence going at it. I couldn't stop them.
I love you, guys. I love you.
Thank you, Sharrell.
Thank you, guys.
You give me life.
Take care, guys.
Bye, Diva. I'll see you on your
Bye.
channel.
See y'all tomorrow.
Bye.
All right, ladies.
See you tomorrow.
Bye.
You guys don't forget to click that like button out on your way out. Oh my God, I wanted to thank everybody that signed up for members only. I mean, I'm getting a lot of people signing up and I appreciate it. I really, really do. I want to thank everyone for your super chats. You don't have to support the channel, but you do. So I appreciate it from the bottom of my heart. I'll see you guys tomorrow on 3. Let's say bye, guys. 1, 2, 3. Bye, everybody.